Have you ever felt like the universe is conspiring against you? You try your best, but nothing seems to go your way, and you end up blaming everyone, maybe even God, for your problems. Today, we're diving into a story that explores this exact feeling. A film that's not just a comedy, but a profound lesson on power, responsibility, and the true meaning of miracles. We're talking about the brilliant movie, Bruce Almighty. Our story starts with Bruce Nolan, a TV reporter in Buffalo, New York. He's got a great sense of humor and a loving girlfriend, Grace, but inside he's simmering with frustration. He feels stuck, covering fluffy, feel-good stories while his rival, Evan Baxter, gets all the serious career-making assignments. Bruce believes he's destined for bigger things, but life keeps handing him the small stuff. One day, after a particularly humiliating live report, everything boils over. He loses a promotion he was counting on, gets into a fight, and is fired. In a fit of rage, standing in the pouring rain, Bruce unleashes a tirade against God, blaming him for every single misfortune in his life. He challenges God, saying he could do a much better job. And well, guess what? Someone was listening. Bruce receives a mysterious message and is led to an old, unassuming building. There he meets a janitor who reveals himself to be God. Instead of being angry, God offers Bruce a deal. He's tired of all the complaints, so he's giving Bruce his powers to see if he can really do a better job. The catch? There are two rules. He can't tell anyone he's God, and he can't mess with free will. Bruce, naturally, is completely skeptical. He walks out, thinking it's all a prank. But then, strange things start happening. He parts his tomato soup like the Red Sea, and a gust of wind lifts a woman's skirt, just as he wished. Suddenly, it clicks. The power is real. So what does Bruce do with omnipotence? At first, he does what many of us might do. He uses it for personal gain. He gets his job back, humiliates his rival Evan on live television, and orchestrates the most romantic night imaginable for his girlfriend Grace, even pulling the moon closer to set the mood. He's living the dream, using his divine abilities to make his own life perfect. But there's a problem. He starts hearing a constant stream of noise in his head. God explains that these are prayers, millions of them from people all over the world. Bruce is supposed to be answering them. Annoyed by the interruption, he creates a computer system to handle the prayers, and in a moment of pure laziness, simply clicks yes to all. This is where everything starts to spiral out of control. By granting everyone's wishes, he creates chaos. Dozens of people win the lottery, but the prize money is so small it's worthless. This leads to riots and widespread anger. His selfish act of pulling the moon closer has also caused massive tidal waves and flooding in Japan. He's so focused on his own desires that he's completely blind to the consequences of his actions and the needs of others. His relationship with Grace also suffers. She can feel him pulling away, becoming arrogant and self-absorbed. He's not the man she fell in love with anymore. She can't live with this new power-obsessed Bruce and decides to leave him. Losing Grace is the final straw. Bruce is alone, surrounded by the chaos he created. He's more miserable than he was before he had any powers. Desperate, he cries out to God, admitting his failure. He realizes he can't fix everything, he can't even fix his own life. He finally understands that he doesn't want to be God. He just wants Grace back. In a moment of despair, he's hit by a truck. In the space between life and death, he meets God again. It's here that he has his most important revelation. He asks God how to make someone love you without messing with their free will. God's answer is simple. You can't. He explains that a real miracle isn't a supernatural event like parting the sea. A real miracle is a single mom working 2 jobs to feed her kids, or a teenager saying no to drugs and yes to education. Miracles are the everyday acts of kindness, sacrifice, and love that people perform. With this new understanding, Bruce finally gets it. He wakes up in the hospital, stripped of his powers, but filled with a new sense of purpose. He's no longer chasing the big flashy stories. Instead, he starts finding beauty and importance in the small, everyday events he once dismissed. He rediscovers his passion for telling human stories, for connecting with people. He stops trying to control his life and starts living it. He accepts that life will sometimes tell him no, and that's okay. Rejection isn't the end. It's just a redirection. By letting go of his resentment, he opens himself up to new possibilities. And what about Grace? He doesn't use magic to win her back. He puts in the work. He shows her through his actions that he has changed. He's present, he's humble, and he's genuinely trying to be a better person. He realizes that true love isn't about grand magical gestures, but about effort, understanding, and choosing to be there for someone. The film ends with Bruce back to his old self, but with a new perspective. He's found happiness not in being all-powerful, but in being human. He's learned that the power to change his life was within him all along. The message of Bruce Almighty is so powerful. It teaches us that we all have the ability to be a miracle in our own lives and in the lives of others. It's not about waiting for some divine intervention to solve our problems. It's about taking responsibility, making choices, and putting in the effort. It's about the small, daily acts of kindness and love. We are the ones who can make a difference. We are the ones who hold the power. So the next time you feel like the world is against you, remember, Bruce, the power to create your own miracle is right there, inside you. You just have to choose to use it. Thanks so much for watching. What's your favorite lesson from this movie? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. See you in the next one.